KASHKA TUNSTALL Last updated 1634, September 27, 2017. Contamination from smoking and cooking methamphetamine has been found in 323 Auckland housing New Zealand homes in the last year. Taxpayers have footed a $5.5 million bill to test and decontaminate or demolish hundreds of Auckland state houses contaminated with methamphetamine over the past year. Data show half of Housing New Zealand's Auckland homes tested for the drug in the 12 months to June were found to be contaminated. Out of 640 houses Housing New Zealand tested in the period, for a combined cost of $2.4 million, 323 homes tested positive. Over the same period, 278 Auckland properties were decontaminated at a cost of $2.7 million. Read more. Big spike in bill for ridding state houses of meth in just 1 year. Tough job. A meth house cleaner talks meth-fueled masturbating frenzy in West Auckland caused by boredom problems in Paradise Waiheke as meth found in rides. A further 13 properties had to be demolished as a result of their contamination, costing $406,804. Housing New Zealand Chief Operating Officer Paul Commons said houses were subject to testing based on suspicion of drug use. Housing New Zealand works closely with a range of agencies including police and Oranga Tamariki, and we rely on and are guided by information from these and other agencies when it comes to suspecting a property may be contaminated with methamphetamine, Commons said. Reasons to suspect a property included police reports, tenants admitting drug use in the property, or complaints from neighbors. Determining whether a house would be decontaminated or demolished came down to the level of contamination and financial considerations. If the contamination was high enough, it was cheaper to demolish and rebuild. Only 20 properties were demolished because of contamination across the country last year. Yvonne Paupoli, chair of the Auckland Regional Methamphetamine Working Group, said meth had not gone away. What we're noticing from those working on the ground is there definitely appears to be an increase in use, which means houses will be continuing to be contaminated. The working group is multi-sector, made up of more than 20 members from agencies across the region including representatives from police and health organizations. While the group has made progress in the past few years, working to introduce standards around contamination levels in homes, Pauli said the focus has shifted. We really now want to look at is treatment. Until there are more resources put into treatment, it's hard for people to get help, she said. There's just not enough beds. She applauded Housing New Zealand for making sure its homes were adequate for living, but noted that contamination issues had taken stock out of use, contributing to the city's housing shortage. Paupoli, who is also the executive officer of Auckland North Community and Development on Auckland's North Shore, said the problem was widespread through the region and in homes of people of all backgrounds. We're not immune to it here on the shore, it's in all parts of Auckland. Auckland Council had been notified of 53 meth-contaminated North Shore properties since it began collecting data in 2005. Stuff.